You want to know how he was healed? Then know it is by the power of the Son of Man. The same man you had executed, the same man God raised from the dead. By his name does Caleb stand before you today healed.
That's enough, Simon.
My name's Peter, by the way, because the name you're looking for is Jesus of Nazareth.
I have asked you to stop.
No, you asked him to speak.
He is the stone.
The new series, Testament, is a bold, modern reimagining of the Acts of the Apostles, a story of faith, fire, and a movement that changed everything. It comes from the same studio that brought us the Chosen series. Now, the creator and director behind the new series, Paul Searstad, he aims to bring this epic to life and connect with audiences in a brand new way. Joining me now are Paul Searstad and his co-producer, who are also in the series, Kenneth Omolle. Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I am fine, thanks. Hey, we welcome you here. This is interesting, okay? This is a topic that somehow, in some ways, it could be a little controversial. Bringing religion of, people, what they grew up and what they certainly know, to modern days. I mean, how did this specific piece transform into what it is today, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we approached telling this story, the main mission for us was to challenge viewers and see themselves and how they're living out their faith today. Often, like when we're talking even just about our faith and stuff like that, we're often looking back at the early church, which is so full of danger, excitement, and thrills. But I don't know, with some people, they kind of miss it. It just becomes words on a page. So it was really an invitation to go, hey, let's imagine this true story in a world that is so recognizable to us now.
Yeah, well, you've had success before with The Chosen, which was just phenomenal, by the way. And so this one, without a doubt, because we're already in the middle of it, it's brilliant. We'll tell people where to watch it. Paul, you grew up you started training as an actor, all right? And just like everybody in Hollywood, hey, I kind of want to direct. You actually did it, and you're doing it well. What was that transformation like? Because that's something that I wanted to do back in the day when I took radio and television film classes.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wasn't my choice, I would say. It was more of it felt like a bit of a calling, a bit of a God moment in my life, where I felt being called to step behind the camera. And what's incredible, because Kenneth trained as an actor, my wife Faith, she trained as an actor. We met at drama school. But what's great is getting to work with Kenneth and Faith then on making all of this stuff real. Because if you just become a director on your own and just, nothing really happens. You've got to have that team around you. So it was this family unit, this community that came around, and we started making small stuff, and that kind of developed slowly. And yeah, you're right. So Angel Studios, who are our distribution partner, they were the first ones to kind of get the ball rolling on projects like, as you mentioned, The Chosen, in a really meaningful way. And so we were very excited when we got to be a show on their roster.
Yeah, well, we're certainly excited at the success of what you guys are doing. Kenneth, I'm going to turn to you right now. Again, also an actor, but you're also a producer, I believe, an executive producer and a writer on this. And so how do you, take one side of what you should be doing on camera, but actually, either producing it and actually writing for yourself? Is that something tough, or is that something comes easy for you?
I wouldn't say it comes easy, that's for sure. No, it was a great privilege. I guess I was kind of a link between the two in terms of, for the actors, I'm one of them, but also at the same time, I work heavily behind the scenes, so I was able to bridge the gap and make sure that it was kind of a good relationship between crew and the actors. So I think it was good. It wasn't easy, but when I was on set, the crew, Paul, Faith, they were amazing with me. They just treated me as an actor, and that was it. And then, when kind of I stepped off the acting roles, got out the costume, then I could go behind the monitor and check the writing side of things and see how it was going. So it was a real great privilege to do and continue to do.
Well, I'm looking at some of the clips right now. Paul, the cinematography, gorgeous. Look at the lighting, man. You know what you're doing before, as you're writing it also on the camera. But talk about the subject here. We're bringing scriptures to life. This is something, again, can be controversial. This is what, kind of people knew. They grew up and with whatever religion they may be. Any comments, any backlash, and how do you formulate a lot of these stories?
Great maestro.
I think what's great is that, Javon, right now the trailer that you're seeing is from our original movie that kind of inspired this whole thing. That was our proof of concept right there. that kind of tested out these modern retellings in a way. So this thing that you're seeing here, this started the whole thing off, which was great because I think there's been a few kind of comments or thoughts really about how on earth can you tell, how can you stay faithful to Scripture? How can you stay faithful to these stories that mean so much to so many people all over the world, and yet still take it into a modern setting? And it's been a really quite, once the show released, we were really excited because people started watching it and realized, oh, you can. The main change that we had to do is we actually had to change the modern day.
Yeah.
So we made sure that there was no digital revolution in our modern retelling, because you can't really tell the same story within a digital revolution, I don't think. So it was fun that all the alterations were done to today's age, so that we could stay faithful to the same story. So, and that's what people have been enjoying. They've been going, people have been reading along with their Bibles out, reading the Apostles, and going like, this is
kept to the Scripture. Like this really works. And also, just to add to what Paul's saying is, I think when you first hear the concept or the idea, you are a bit skeptical because it's something that no one knows, so no one's used to.
It's different.
But then what we can say, it's been incredible, like seeing people watch it and seeing their reactions and being like, oh my goodness, they're really like bringing the Scripture alive. They're really seeing it, and it's just easy for them to kind of study the Bible, but also see this show and see how we've kept to a lot of the themes and the stories in there. For example, like Ananias and Sapphira, that episode was insane for people to watch, and they're really loving it. So, yeah, watch it.
Well, without a doubt, everybody does need to watch it. Speaking of watching it, I don't know, it's the Testament. It airs every Monday night. If people want to watch it with Angel Studios, Paul, how do they do that?
Yeah, so it's called Testament, and it's on Angel Studios. We come out weekly on Mondays. So if you head over to angel.com/testament or just angel.com and look for us, we are there. So Angel's a platform that you can get on your TV, your iPad, just the computer, however you want to watch, you can do so. We're also we stream every episode on YouTube for free every week, but we take it down after 24 hours. So I think this week we're streaming episode 6. But episode 7 comes out this week on the Angel platform, so it's they're ahead. But the best way to do it, subscribe on to Angel, and you'll be able to watch the whole series. It is an adventure.
It is. Gentlemen, congratulations to your success. Paul, real quickly, I have my SAG card, so if you need somebody in the background extra, I am your guy. You know how to get a hold of me. For more information about where to watch Testament and other networks from Angel Studios, head to our website, greatdayhouston.com.